Hi. First of all, I want to start in advance by saying thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to give this video a listen. Whoever passed this along to you clearly cares a lot about you and thinks highly of you. Let me just start with a little bit of a backdrop. My wife and I have now been involved with Avisae for not quite a year. We've enjoyed both the benefits of the products as well as the financial end of that, and we'll explore those both aspects of Avisae over the next 15 minutes here together or less. I want to apologize in advance. I am no actor, and this is really just coming from the heart. So you'll just have to just accept that I'm going off the cuff here. I'm very passionate about Avisae. Let's start with a review of how our country's doing from a financial health as well as physical health standpoint before we get into the actual marketplace known as Avisae. I'm not going to read through all these bullets, but I am going to say that in short, we're all trying to make it from paycheck to paycheck, or in other words, we're all broke at different levels, whether you're making 40,000, 60,000, 100,000 or more. Basically, we've extended ourselves, right? And one of the things that concerns me from a retirement readiness standpoint is that when Social Security was created, there were 34 people working for every one person that was collecting. Now the numbers are upside down. There's only one person working for every two collecting. And a lot of that has to do with different eligibilities that didn't exist back then, and the fact that people are growing a lot older. In fact, the largest demographic in the country right now is the 100-year-old. They expect to have like 6 million of those by the year 2050. Pretty crazy. The other thing that gets in the way is I just call it a little thing called life, right? We try to save our ways into the retirement, but the problem with saving is along comes things that keep pulling from those savings, including one that's not even on this page, which is just economic adjustments, such as 2000 and 2008. Those things just happen from time to time and they correct, and as a result, all of our savings take a big hit. But these here on this page are some pretty common ones, and again, I'm not going to read through them all, other than to say they're very real. Healthcare, for one, is one of the reasons why a lot of people work till they die, well into their old age, right? And this is just a few of the things that would come up for you. Now, this slide talks about the fact that what we want versus what we have to spend are disproportionate. Our red bubble representing the money that we have versus the blue bubble, all of our wants and dreams. And so when I look over at wants and dreams, I see a game that tends to go on. I know I've played it up until now. I call it life Yahtzee. And it's where I start to get to a certain point in my life. I go, you know what? Maybe that's just not going to happen. I'll scratch that. And how about that one? Okay, maybe I'll scratch charitable giving. It's not the way to go through life. There is no reason why we are not capable of making the money that we need in order to be able to foresee and fulfill our wants and dreams. Now, here's the physical side of it. Here's how our health looks like from a physical perspective. Again, won't bore you with all the bullet reading, but I will say that, the gut health, or that top bullet there, at being a $100 billion annual industry is very concerning. It seems like every time I turn on the radio, there's another gut disorder being discussed. The diabetic factor, based on a lot of the consumables we have and how it's affecting us from a sugar and fat standpoint. Bankruptcy based on healthcare bills, obesity, children being afflicted, 4 out of 5 people dying of heart disease, cancer, and the fact that America is the sickest industrialized nation in the world is a big concern considering where I live. But enough of all that. I want to talk about how could this particular opportunity, Avisae, help to change all that for you? What could be there for you in the way of health and wealth, and like I said, maybe someday being financially free and some of those dreams coming true? First thing I'm going to talk about, though, is limited referral programs. Everybody's experienced these out there, right? It's one of the fastest ways in which companies are growing these days through social media. We've always had it. We've always called it word of mouth advertising. It's just that in the case of these big companies like Dropbox, Netflix, Uber, these are all different organizations that my wife and I have taken part in. You get something for it, right? You get a little kickback, usually in the form of more product. That's typically it. Maybe a reduction on your bill. But the problem is, once I've shared it with somebody and then they go and share it with someone else, I'm out of the picture, right? The chain breaks. The other thing that's wrong with these limited referral programs is I never saw any of the money, right? So the companies have us out doing all the hustle and we see none of the profits. They do. Comes along. Avisae has created this incredible marketplace Obviously, any business that's going to be in business has to have some kind of a marketplace, some kind of services that they offer. These solutions were arrived at based on epic level concerns in our country. They did their homework. They came out with areas that affect our health, that help change people's lives, and they do it in a very affordable manner. This whole notion of value innovation, you see that diamond in the middle, where they take in consideration very high quality products for prices that typically would be outside of our purchase power. So, where have they done that? They've done it in areas of gut health, as I've mentioned, anti-aging, energy management, weight management, all things that everybody is facing in some level or one of their loved ones is. And they've done it through award-winning prize science and technology. We got incredible doctors on hand. We got incredible subject matter expertise in the area of nutrition and so forth. And they've come out with these high-quality products, never before been able to be affordable for most people. And they've done it and proved through third-party testing, GMP certifications, that these products are as good as they say they are. And I could tell you that from a first-hand experience, they are that good. Now here's the marketplace, the actual set of products that are there today, and I can tell you these products have already grown in that last year that I mentioned that my wife and I have been on board. And I can tell you, just starting off, I'm not going to go through every one of them. Obviously, whoever invited you to listen to this video today thinks greatly of these products, or they wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't be on here making a video if I didn't believe in them. So I'm going to just mention a couple that between my wife and I, we've experienced great things. My wife has had all kinds of pain from her arthritis over the years. And now with joint relief, she is able to experience all kinds of freedom from pain and has been for several months now, which is phenomenal. The other thing I'd talk about is anti-aging. It's Avisae's multivitamin. It actually has the highest ORAC score that I've ever seen. It's almost 94,000. And the ORAC score really just reflects its antioxidant levels in itself. And that all adds up to ways in which you stay healthy, strong, continue to fight age, so on and so forth. In the area of gut health, far off to the left there, you're going to see three products. Digest Well is a product that is a chewable tablet that delivers enzymes to your system. The old saying that you are what you eat is not quite accurate. It's really you are what you digest. And if you can't break down the foods, you can't digest the benefits of those foods, then they just become waste in our systems. And so Digest Well comes along to save the day there. We also have a product known as pre-probiotics. And while there are other probiotics on the market out there, none with the efficacy of the one provided by this great company, Avisae. In fact, it's got a patented delivery system that guarantees that you'll get all 20 billion arrive alive in your gut, your upper intestine rather. And so amazing results there. I know that my wife and I have lost, between the two of us, over 65 pounds in the last 5.5 months. Had to think there for a little bit. So Bliss, the other one, manages our body's most powerful neurotransmitters or hormones known as serotonin and melatonin. Helps in the areas of sleep and libido and energy and things like anxiety and depression. So all these products patented that I just mentioned there in the gut health area, patented through Avisae only. And I'm telling you, epic levels of impact in this country right now that people can benefit from. The other one I'll mention before I move on is the meal replacement. It's called Daily Indulge. And folks, I'll tell you, if there's none other on this page, that's the one I wouldn't want to do without. So get with the person that invited you, take a look at their product catalogs, and I'm telling you what, amazing. You'll notice I didn't get into the reflection stuff as much, but I can tell you that my wife was a dyed-in-the-wool product user for years and years and years. I won't go into the competition name. I'll just say that it took her 2 days to do the transition. She is that much a believer. And I love the shampoo and I love the cleanse. Just amazing products. So again, get the product catalog. You have a money-back guarantee, so give it a try. And if you don't like it, return it. All right. There's a couple different ways, as I mentioned earlier, to become involved in Avisae. The first one is called the Insider. Just by knowing about this and reaching back out to the person, you have a free membership with available discounts of 10%. And then on top of that, you have the ability to, just like you saw earlier in the referral programs, Avisae offers a referral program where you can extend to another person. But where it gets better, folks, is that when you extend it to someone else and they in turn extend it to someone else, you're still connected. That chain I mentioned never breaks with the Avisae Insider Loyalty Program. If you add a loyalty order on top of that, you even get deeper discounts. And all a loyalty order is that you fell in love with something like Daily Indulge like I did, and now you want to order it every month. So you do. And by doing that, you get additional discounts. But I say, why stop there? My wife and I both became Avisae Blue. Now, this is the one that offers the most exclusive relationship as well as the deepest discounts at 20+% off. It's achieved by one additional step. You've already got the loyalty order, so why not buy a one-time package that opens the door to unlimited income potential? Now, I know I probably sound a little salesy there, but I get pretty whipped up about this one. Unlimited income potential. That is to me incredible. So, simple referral program. You build the structure that I show you here of yourself pictured on the far left-hand side with 3 people, each of which have 3 more people. Now that simple structure there gets you to what is known as a rank of Quicksilver. At Quicksilver, you will then experience $500 a month. That is a month, in other words, $6,000 a year of residual income just for maintaining this actual structure. That's incredible to me. This was what hooked me in. I tried to figure out, all the questions to ask, all the answers kept coming to the point where I couldn't come up with any more. Simple referral program that provides unlimited referrals and unlimited income potential. Now, so you're thinking, I'm not a business person. I wouldn't have the foggiest on how to get this off the ground. You don't have to. Just like any franchise, if they're smart, and Avisae is, they come up with a way in which to systemically build this into what is known here as the BOSS. This business owner success system ensures that if you just follow it, you will be successful. I would call it simple, not easy. It's not magic beans, folks, but if you just follow the BOSS, you will be successful. We're already there. Between the systems, the training, and all the support and mentorship, most notably leadership, I'm telling you, these 2 folks here are the founders of Avisae, Randy and Valerie Haugen. They came out and they built one of the largest businesses in the industry many years ago. They came back out of retirement to help their sons and to help all of us with entrepreneurship and getting into the whole space of free enterprise. They have helped thousands of people literally become financially independent, and they've owned over 200 traditional businesses. Amazing people. I've had the good fortune to meet with them firsthand, down to earth, genuine. I'm telling you, if nothing else has come out of this business, the personal self-development that does not stop with your interactions on an Avisae level, but also goes into play with every other aspect of your life. That in itself, totally worth it. Now, I've said enough here, and I know I've said some things that probably have stirred you in a little bit, one way or the other. I would just say get back with the person that invited you to listen to this, because I'm telling you, everything I had for questions, I got answered. And until you get all those answers, you can't really come to an informed decision. Get back with them. When I look at any kind of a decision, I look at the degree of risk versus the reward. And in this case, and I'll only share this with you right now from a financial standpoint, for as little as $49 to buy into that business, you can experience that $500 a month, and then it just goes up from there. And there's no risk. 49 bucks, folks. So get back with the person who invited you. Thank you for listening to my conversations today, and I hope to meet you someday soon. Take care.